Hey guys, Ryan from Apex Wheels here again, and we've got the 718 Cayman S in today. And we've talked about this topic in some other videos, but I really think it deserves its own video, its own explanation. A lot of enthusiasts have questions around this, or it's misconceptions. It's about dialing in negative camber, and not just how to dial in negative camber and the ways that you can do it, but what are the effects of choosing one method versus the other, or can they be combined? So let's jump down here to the front wheel and let's take a closer look. Negative camber is vital for so many reasons, especially for track enthusiasts and racers. Not only are you going to get the most performance out of your tire compound, you're also going to get the most longevity. I like to tell enthusiasts that by investing in suspension components that allow you to dial in negative camber, it's going to pay for itself in terms of tire longevity. Without it, you'll notice that the outer shoulder of your tires are going to get absolutely blasted prematurely, and the rest of the tire might look brand new. That's a huge waste of money. In terms of dialing in negative camber on a 718 Cayman like I have in front of me, the factory is really limiting. You really don't have a lot of adjustability, unfortunately, even with the GT4, believe it or not. So there are two ways to dial in negative camber on a 718 Cayman Boxster. The first way is to install a two-piece lower control arm, similar to that of a GT3 or GT4. This allows you to add a series of shims in the lower control arm, which effectively pushes out the wheel and tire at the bottom. The second way is to an adjustable camber plate at the top. This is going to pull the wheel and tire inward away from the fender edge. Now you can do this with a set of JRZ suspension like is on this car, or you can install a camber plate with the factory suspension. So let's talk about the pros and cons of each of these methods, because how you're dialing in negative camber really does make a difference here for some enthusiasts that want to run wider wheels and tires. When you do the lower control arm and you're adding the shims, one of the great benefits is that it is extending or widening your front track width, and this is really attractive for enthusiasts, and we're really all for this modification. The problem becomes a lot of enthusiasts will come to us saying, Ryan, I've got negative 2.5 degrees. Why is it that I can't fit your 18 by 9 inch wheels in a 265 front tire? Well, the reasoning is, again, you are achieving that negative camber through the wrong method. If you install adjustable camber plates, and you have that adjustability at the top of the strut, and everything is leaning inward away from this fender edge, you can now start to run the maximum tire width that this car will allow. If we take a look at Alan's car here, he is running our 18 by 9 inch wheel, and he's running a 245/40/18 Nitto NT01. It's a good amount of tire for the front of this car, but it actually takes it quite nicely, and how you're dialing in negative camber really doesn't matter all that much because you're not pushing the limits of what the car can handle from a tire perspective. Now, if you were to upgrade to a 255 or a 265 tire, you can imagine how much more this sidewall would come out and why camber plates are so vital to create that extra space. Be sure to check out our 718 Cayman Boxster fitment guides for a series of notes about negative camber requirements for certain tire compound widths. Some of you guys may already have shims installed in the lower control arm, and that's great. However, some of these tire compounds may require you to actually pull some out, install aftermarket camber plates, and really dial in the negative camber from the right location. If you have any questions about this technical topic, be sure to comment below or give us a shout. We'd love to answer your questions. Until then, we'll see you at the track.